Hello.
Yeah.
I can't see the chicken. It's not quite right. Oh, it's not going to work, this, mate. Hang on. You need to be further over here.
I can do it on the table. I can't do it in the air, can I?
This is a chicken. You might have seen these. You can buy them quite commonly at supermarkets. And this lower. This is a blade that I got with my Morrison's value tickets. Cost me a lot of money, and I'm very popular down there. That is a chopper, sometimes called a
Sambonet.
It's a what's it called?
It's cleaver.
Cleaver. Like Clive. And that's a sharpener. Sharpens the cleaving.
Crazy about the singing.
We also need, as well as the cleaver, you need a knife.
The voice you can hear in the background is not an actor. It is Duncan McKee.
That's a steak knife. Where all the knives are in here.
It might get a bit annoying, but
That one.
we're used to it around here. We'll try to prop this up a bit. This is an iPad.
Right.
People in Yorkshire.
Now I could spend hours teaching you about how to sharpen knives, but I'm not going to.
Good. That'd
That's
be
not-
really boring.
That's not today's lesson, alright? As long as the knives are sharp, just make sure your knives are sharp.
It'd be really boring.
Right.
Duncan also plays the bass guitar. He's on just
No, he doesn't yet. He's going to learn how to play the bass guitar. He plays classical guitar.
There you go. This is Duncan opening the chicken.
Who are you? Who are you?
In the background, you might be able to hear the X Factor,
You might.
a very popular TV program in England.
So
Why are
basically,
you into the show, guys?
what we're going to do today is we're doing a sort of chicken Spanish style. Yeah?
Yeah,
Which means that you buy a chicken and then you cut it up into little pieces and cook it.
that
Alright?
sounds good.
Now, yeah, go on.
Can I ask questions? Yeah.
Of course you can.
So is the chicken dead at this point?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Did you remember that one? The other, have you still got that on your phone? The one in when we were on holiday.
Yeah. This is for the viewers who won't really get that. So
Right,
it's
the
a
first
dead,
thing you want-
dead chicken.
Right. It doesn't matter really which order you do this in,
Okay.
but personally I like to cut things off first. But
So are you using knives, pen knives, and things here?
it's like a utility knife, or
Okay.
you could use a fillet knife,
Okay.
right? And you need a cleaver to get through the bones.
Just to warn you, you can't take these out on a night out. These knives.
No,
because-
not unless you've got a good reason to.
Yeah, because you could be. It's illegal to do that.
Right. So you've got your chicken here,
Yeah,
right?
like
so
it.
these are the wings. All right.
Yeah.
Can you see?
It's not going to fly away, is it?
Well, not at the moment, no.
Okay.
These are the wings, okay? So the first thing I'd do is cut the wings off, right?
Okay.
And what you want to do is you always want to aim for the joint, the joint of whatever you're cutting off.
And that's not something you smoke, is it? That kind of.
No. It's the like a, is this coming up on the thing?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
It's like the joint where it connects to the body here.
Okay,
yeah?
not a marijuana joint.
No. So with little things like this, like just cutting should free the joint. You don't need to use a cleaver at this point. Okay.
You could get.
So that's
somebody
one
to-
wing.
You could get somebody to do this. I was going to put a bit of X Factor on to look quite good.
Well, I don't know because unless you've got a traditional butcher, these days most people buy their sort of chickens and that in the supermarkets, and there isn't anyone to do this.
But there is a butcher at Morrison's who's very good. We like it a lot.
He probably would. At Morrison's, he would. In Faversham,
Yeah.
you said that we're in Faversham, so he probably would do it for you. So that's the other ring, yeah.
They
And
might
now-
do it at Domino's. We could do it at Domino's Pizza. if you want that.
You're right, yeah. So now we're going to take the legs and thighs off. These are the drumsticks that you would associate with a chicken.
Now that's not a drumstick that you'd use with in a
No,
culinary band,
it's
is it?
drumstick as a chicken drumstick.
All right, chicken drumstick.
Yeah.
I understand.
And then that's the thigh bit.
Yeah.
So can you see where it sort of naturally goes around the body
See
there?
that?
You just want to cut through the skin there. Yeah?
I've
You
got a
see?
joke here. Not my tempo. Did you get that?
I did,
It's like
yeah.
drums.
I do it, no one else will.
No, not my tempo.
And so you just kind of cut round the
Yeah.
body there. And again, what you want to do is aim for that joint. You can see the joint's in there,
Okay.
right? In there somewhere.
Oh, that's like a chicken leg. that
Look,
get
can
at
you
Christmas.
see? You can see that little ball of the joint
Yeah,
there.
you can buy them in the
So-
shops. Oh, when you're done. That's great. I never
See,
knew that. I never knew they come from that big
You
bit.
just cut round that. It should just come away naturally.
Naturally.
I'm teaching you butchering skills here.
It is, yeah. Well,
That's probably against the law. I could be classed as a terrorist. Same on the
Well,
other side.
there's been a few Yorkshire butchers in the past.
Yeah,
Some
no,
quite
Mr.
famous.
Mr. P. Sutcliffe
Yeah,
is one of
yeah,
them I can
yeah.
think of.
So
Yeah,
you've got
right.
So we've got a good tradition of butchering.
Yeah. So look, it's come away again just by pulling. If you pull it, so the joints come away. You don't need to use any of this cleaver business. That's coming later because we're doing a Spanish dish.
Good.
And in Spain, they like their pieces small. Okay.
I mean, obviously, for anybody who's worrying, I'm going to transfer
So now
all this video to slide film because I won't have an iPad soon when I move back.
I'm going to start using the cleaver now
Alright,
because
here we
now we're left with what's the carcass. Okay, which is the carcass, which is there are two really nice tasty bits here called the oysters.
So you don't throw any of this out.
No,
All
never
right.
throw any of this out.
Because this
You
is
might
a good
want to.
bit.
You might want to throw what's called the parson's nose. My mum eats it personally, but I
Is your
call-
mum? Tell me about your mum. Is she Spanish?
she's Spanish,
Oh, okay.
and that's the parson's
She's
nose,
from Burgos.
which I call the chicken's arse.
Yeah.
And if you give it a whiff, smell it. If it smells all right, you can use it. It's just basically fat.
I
with
don't
a
want that.
tiny bit
Can you
of-
put that aside? I don't
But,
want that. Don't want that.
most chefs would say not to put
No,
that
no,
in
I agree with
because
most
it might
chefs.
give it a bad
Yeah,
taste.
I don't like that.
So
That
that's
way.
the arse of the chicken I've just
Yeah,
cut.
well, let's not.
Dogs love that.
Yeah. Well,
Dogs. I used to give it when I had a dog. I would give them that.
I just remember the cat of a dog now moved to Yorkshire, but never mind.
Right. And again, because we have a stuffing, what do you call it? Stuffing custom in this country. They always leave all the skin on,
Yeah,
which you
yeah.
wouldn't get on the continent.
Yeah.
But that's so you can stuff the chicken if you're going to
Okay.
roast it. We don't need any of that
None
for
of
this
that.
recipe. So that again for the dog or whatever crow. If you've got a pet crow, give
Pigeon, anything.
anything, right?
Kestrel.
And quite often, always look in here for extra fat as well.
Kestrel.
Quite often, there's
Or you can throw it over the wall to
there's
the
extra fat in
to-
here.
to-
Sometimes it's like tucked in.
to Dan.
This particular one, I always say they've had a refugee or immigrant. If there's no fat in there, it's because there's someone who's not been taught. Normally, you get loads of fat in there because it makes the chicken weigh more. And I also, it's a new immigrant worker.
I don't know if that's
because he's
really
cut all the
politically
fat
correct
off.
at the moment.
Well,
But,
I
you
don't know. That's what I always say. I mean,
refugee?
I don't know. Anyway, so we got to this point now. We've cut
Refugee.
everything off,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we got there.
Yeah.
Carcass bit, which is really good for stock. And those two bits there, the meat on this, there's these called the oysters,
The oysters.
which
Okay.
are beautiful bits of meat. Lovely, lovely bits of meat just there, okay? Just so you know. Otherwise, it's just for flavour.
Get on with the cleaver. I like
Right,
that.
now we've got cleaver now. So we've got to this point here.
Yeah.
So we're going to cleaver down
Right, go on.
to get the breast off, yeah?
Look at that.
I mean, I could do this in one go, but I'm just doing it slowly so you can, tear there, and then you've got your wishbones here, and now you really got to give it.
Cut your hand off. I wouldn't notice the difference. I never
Give it some chop there, because what you've done is you've gone through the wishbone,
Yeah.
and then you just can pull that apart,
Wow.
and that is your carcass, full of flavour, lovely. Never throw that away.
Oh no, we don't throw it that way. Sorry.
So, in fact, what I'm going to start doing now is partitioning the chicken. Okay, I'm going to start with the carcass because you can make a lovely stock with that. But
Yeah.
if you chop it up, more of the flavour will come out.
Yeah.
All right.
Mix
So
that.
you just
Whoa! God!
okay.
Sorry
So
about
that's
that. I lost a
nicely
bit of-
chopped up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Get the death out of me.
Okay. Here we've got the breast, which is often called the crown. You can buy that in supermarkets, turkeys, chickens, whatever.
Yeah.
They call it the crown.
And the queen.
Which is like, it's just the breast,
Like the
the
Queen
full
Mother.
breast. But for this particular dish, we're just going to cut through the sternum here,
As well as the artist's
divide it into two. Now, for this Spanish dish, I like 3 pieces. So you want to,
Ow!
That's what we
And
started
then-
to do.
Ow!
Whole music.
so that's 3.
Jeez, hold on to the table, guys. Yeah. Yeah.
3 again. So we've got 6 chicken breast pieces. Okay, now we can separate the thigh here. I'm just doing. Normally, I would do this with the cleaver, but I'm just showing you again because there's another joint that you don't actually need the cleaver if you ever want to separate those two pieces because you've gone through the joint. But now for this Spanish dish, we're going to have cut these two pieces in two.
Oh,
So that's gone right through the bone there.
yeah.
Okay, as you can see, and as the same again with the
Oh.
drumstick, right through the bone,
Yeah,
right.
got it.
And we do the same again here. Well,
You can always get your butcher to do this for scared kids.
I'm not sure because I'm not sure an English butcher would do this.
Well, you can.
I'm not sure it would, right?
Oh, you can just buy chicken curry.
Never, whatever you do,
Don't put your hands
keep
in
your
there.
fingers away when you're chopping down. 'Cause
Yeah.
This will literally take your fingers off. So because you're getting through that bone there, right?
Okay.
Now here, the wing situation, we've got, this is for the,
One day I'll fly
again,
away.
those little tips,
Don't need them.
you can put them in the stock, or I personally keep that for the stock and give that to my dog.
Dog, yeah, you haven't got a dog.
Or the crow, yeah. Wings, again, you don't need the cleaver, because what you do is you just separate them into they're in two parts, yeah?
Yeah.
So you just separate them there. And you can do it, well, you can do it with a knife. You don't need to chop through to get through. As I said, it's that joint thing. See that joint
Oh,
thing
yeah.
there? Okay, so we've got that's not in the way, is it? Get that tip off.
You know what, Ellis? It would be crazy for me to say leave your job and take a chance in the next round because you're going to get eaten up.
I mean, normally in Spain, the butcher will do this for you. So the butcher will be doing all this kind of work with a huge cleaver knife, which I'm not used to. There you are. And they would do everything with this knife, and they have a really huge curvy knife, and they wear metal gloves on their hands in case they get their fingers in the way.
So have you done that?
They
Have you
wear
done
like
that now?
This is now portioned, so I can show you what we get.
Okay.
We've got a portioned carcass. Okay, I mean it hasn't come apart yet, but it
there,
is
yeah,
if you
yeah.
just cut it apart. Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is for flavour, stock,
Yeah.
all that kind of thing. Beautiful, right? We've got there's a 2-portion bit of thigh. There's a wing there. There's another wing there. There's a 2-portioned drumstick.
They're here today, which is huge pressure.
Okay, we've got a 3-portion bit of breast there.
Yeah.
And this is going on to the later when we cook it. The breast, or never overcook the breast, because the
No.
breast. I mean, quite often I'll save the breast for other recipes. I have to wind up. Is it right? Okay. So we got all the bits there,
That's fantastic.
and then we're going to wind up, and we're going to show you what we're going to do with those later. Right?
Yeah, we'll come back later, but that's
Yeah.
brilliant. That's great chopping.
All right.
And,
Good job. That's how to
yeah.
portion a chicken, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Right, bye.